Hey everyone, welcome to Live with DJ Rossstar. Today is Monday, it's the 8th of September 2025. Today on the show, I'm going to talk to Will Driver from the band Echostone. If you're watching live and you have questions, you can post them in the chat below. Keep in mind that the chat might go pretty fast, so I will try to get to as many questions as I can, and if I don't, I apologize in advance. This is a live show, so anything can happen. So we are excited to have Will on the show today, and we're going to get started in just a minute. But in the meantime, if you have a band, or you're friends with a band, or you just really love a band and want to submit them to be interviewed on the show, all you need to do is send me a DM. I listen to every submission, I take everything into consideration, and if I think it's a good fit for the show, I'll have them on. So that's what I wanted to tell you, and now it's 6 o'clock, so we're going to get started. We're going to get Will into the chat, and we're going to talk to the group. So hang on just a second, let's invite him in, and we should be good to go. And while we're waiting, I just want to thank you all for watching. I've been doing this for about 5 weeks now. You can go back on my page and watch some of my old interviews. We've got Less Than Jake on there, Zebrahead on there, Hit the Lights, Ballyhoo, Mercy Music, and a heck of a lot more. So make sure you guys check that out when you can. We're just waiting for Echostone to get in the chat. I think they're here. Let's check it out, guys. Hang on. No, that's Lee B. Summers. We're waiting for the band to get in the chat so we can go live and we can have a good time. So if you have questions, they will be in the chat below. I will try to read them, as many as I can. It's a beautiful day here in Austin, Texas. I'm grateful that you guys are coming here and watching the show. I know there's a million other things you could be doing at this time, and you're choosing to spend it with me. So I really do appreciate it. And we're still waiting for the band to come in the group, or come in the chat. And once they do, we'll go live. And yes, I am on my porch right now, trying to make it a little bit more decorative since I'm up to twice a week now doing these shows. So got my cactus here, other plants here, got the lamp back there. But yeah, I will be back here again on Wednesday, and I'm going to have the band Nerve on the show. That's N-E-R-V. So they're going to be on the show on Wednesday. So make sure you come back and check that out. Still waiting for the band. I'm not really too sure what's going on. We were just chatting in the DMs, talking about some other stuff. So hopefully they're just getting a quick drink of water and then they're going to join us. But yeah, so if you have questions, we will be taking them. That's why I do the show live. I don't like to just do a recorded podcast because I feel like it's not as fun. I like to hear from you guys. I like to see you guys, chat one-on-one. So that's what we're going to do. So give me 1 second and let me see what's going on here. Hang on, guys. But yes, hello Bobby, hello Party Rocker, hello Jack. There's the band. Hello Dylan Brecky and everybody else that's in the chat. We're just waiting for the group to request to go live with me, and then we will get this party started. So everybody else, please do not send me a request to be in the live video. Thank you. Starting right now. Wait for it. Should be coming through right this second. Are you there? I don't see a connection. Are you there? Echostone, can you connect? Not sure what's going on, but we are live and we're going to figure it out. We're going to make this interview happen. I'm in no rush. I'm here for the next hour, and then I'm going to go see the Hives play at Stubbs in downtown Austin. So I'm excited about that. Hello, Jaded Nimrod. Echostone, I clicked accept. Let's try this again. Hang on. Hopefully there's no issue on your end with settings. Sometimes if you have a setting on, it may not let you join live. I've heard that's the case every so often. Hopefully that's not what's going on here. If it isn't going to work, maybe you can leave the chat and come back. We can try that. Or maybe if all else fails, you can just go on the personal page and, we'll publish this out later to the band page. But on my end, we're all set up and ready to go. So once again, thank you guys for tuning in. I'm doing this twice a week right here in Austin, Texas. We got Nerve on the show on Wednesday. I've been doing this for many, many years, 20 plus on different platforms. Here he is.
Did it
Hello.
work?
I see.
Did it
I
work?
I see you.
Oh my God, it's crazy, bro.
What's
Jeez.
Are you on iPhone one?
No, but it feels like it.
Are
It
you on
feels
a
like it.
Nokia flip phone?
No, I'm on an iPhone, but for some reason I kept pressing like accept and it just wouldn't go through. So I had to exit it out and then come back in.
Okay, I was hoping that you would be on a Sidekick and then you were going to bust out the webcam from the Sidekick instead.
Oh no, not today. Not today. What's up, man?
Welcome to my little show. I've never done this so late in the day, so there's like all kinds of weird glares on me. But I realized that no one's looking at me; they want to see you. That's why they're here, man.
Voila, in the flesh.
So I told the people that were watching ahead of time, but a lot of your followers will jump in now that this is live. I do this live on purpose so people can interact. You could record a podcast, you can edit everything out, but I want this to be fully interactive. So anybody who's watching, doesn't matter who you are or where you live, you can send us questions. Let us know your name, where you're watching from, and anything you want to know. Let's get this started, man. Welcome to my little show. Thanks for coming on.
Glad to be here. Glad to be here.
You have a lot going on. This is not just a garage band anymore. I feel like
No.
you've done quite a lot in 4 years. Did you
Yeah.
think it would only take 4 years to accomplish so much, or did you have like a 10-year plan to get to this point?
We really didn't know when we started this. It was kind of just something that just kind of evolved. And when we first started putting music out, we were really excited about doing music videos. But then we got the opportunity to play our first show, and it was with From Ashes to New. And
That's
so
great. Yeah.
every show we played after that was with a national. And within a year, we were playing with Scott Stapp on stage. And I was like, this doesn't just happen like this.
What's the main reason or top three reasons that this happened so quickly?
Luck, timing, I have no idea. I like to
And
attribute
talent.
it to the fact that like our sound is very reminiscent of the early 2000s, and a lot of
Yeah.
those guys are coming back right now. Creed, Three Doors, Crossfade, all that music's coming back around. So it's like hopefully we can carry the torch, you know?
And I'm living in Texas now, and when you put on the Texas rock stations, any city in Texas, that's mostly what they're still playing. It's early 2000s rock. So you
It's
would fit right
timeless,
in there
man.
if they toss in a new track. That would have to go to you, of course.
Yeah, it's so upsetting when people are like, if you guys would have came out 20 years ago, you'd be all over MTV. I'm like, no, there's still a chance. There's still a chance.
Well, there's really no MTV unless you want to be on ridiculousness and sit on the couch.
Exactly. Hey,
And
I'll take anything we can get at this point.
well, what would be the compare? What would be like a comparison now? Like, what are the top three things you'd like to accomplish personally, like with the band? What would be like the ultimate goal if there's no TRL anymore?
Basically, just share the stage with all the bands that inspired us to pick up the instruments. So we're halfway there, but I mean, like, end of the day, we'd love to open for bigger bands like Seether, Shinedown, Creed, Three Doors Down, any of those guys. We'd like to get the music on commercial radio. Just things of that nature, and just kind of see where it goes from there. We'd love to make a career at it, but we'll just never say never.
What about locally in the Carolinas? Would you hear Echostone on all the rock stations at this point?
I could see that. So we've been played a few times. We've actually been featured in Nashville, and hopefully we have something coming here in the Carolinas soon. But it's so weird now with streaming. A lot of people now either listen to Spotify, Apple, Pandora,
Yeah,
but there's still a home in radio. So it's still like a goal of ours to get our stuff on the radio.
I agree. That would be great. And you've been there a few times. Where was the first time you heard yourself on the radio?
It just, I think it was being live streamed. And so it was being live streamed on the radio when it was played, when we released our song Remember Me. It was being played in Nashville. And it was like right after Silverchair's Tomorrow. And I'm a huge
Oh,
Silverchair fan. So I was like, oh, wow, that's crazy.
so you haven't
So
had a chance to hear it in your own car yet, though.
no, not yet. Not yet. Other than like, streaming, but not radio, like not the big like DJ introduction and all that.
Wow. What are you drinking right now? I just got some iced tea right here. What are you up to?
Ghost, electric
Oh, okay.
limeade.
I've heard of
Tastes
those.
like Mountain Dew.
Yes, that's what I've heard. That's what I've heard. Hey,
Yeah.
we are live. Send your questions. Let us know. Let us know where you heard about Echostone from. That's a good question. I'm sure you probably get people all the time saying, "I heard you from this station," or "I saw you this video," and they
Yeah.
always want to know, of course, what you're working on next. So let's talk about what you have coming up for September and October, because
Okay,
you're
so
doing big things.
so basically the pattern that we've been running is every 3 months we release a single accompanied by a full music video. This day and age, that just seems to be the way to keep fans engaged and keep things consistent. The whole idea of releasing an album, we do have an album's worth of songs, but it's just more fun to us to keep releasing every few months. So coming out in October, we have a new single. It's called "Shake It Off." Not Taylor Swift, even though she's releasing music in October, but it's going to be a fun one. It's very similar to two songs we released before, "Overdue" and "Knock Me Down." So it's in those veins of very 3 Days Grace, more upbeat. We're really excited about this one just because it's a really rocking tune, and we've got a video we're shooting this Saturday in Wilmington. So everything's coming together, new life, new magic. We're ready.
You mentioned music videos, and you have a desire to make many. Do you have a favorite music video of all time?
Mm. I can't say that I have a favorite one of all time because they all like mean different things for different reasons based off of what you're going through at that time, right?
I guess.
But I don't know.
What about like top three? If you're trying to show somebody like, hey, these are really well done videos, really cool storyline, really cool visuals, what would you go to?
Mm. There's so many. So I like the colors of I like the visuals of Heart Shaped Box by Nirvana.
Yep.
That one was really good for me. Um, let's see what else. I also like Freak by Silverchair. I like that vibe they were doing on that one. And then obviously anything Creed's ever put out, just because it's always like so overdone. You know what I mean? It's just fun to watch that type of stuff. Nobody's making videos like that anymore.
When you guys started jamming early on, were you doing things like Creed covers in the garage? Is that how you
We've
first
ne-
started
no,
jamming?
we've never been a garage band. Like we've always so we've all like came from a garage band background, but when we got together, we're all experienced guys from different bands that just for some reason got together this time and it worked. We've never really had to do the cover thing and stuff like that. It's always been originals from the beginning. It's crazy. We did
That is
everything backwards
wow.
and it worked. You
So
know.
is there anybody in the band that likes one specific type of music that would surprise your fans? They wouldn't expect.
Not that they wouldn't expect. So our drummer Bill, he's really, really into the heavier stuff like Gojira and Metallica. Our bass player Sean, he's he loves all the like the more experimental stuff. And then with me and Wes, we're more into like the I don't want to say radio rock, but like I said, we're in the vein of like Creed and Seether and stuff like that. So divorced dad rock is if that's still a thing, I don't know.
If not,
Yeah,
we're gonna make it a thing right
that's it.
now.
Yep.
You heard it first on Live with DJ Rossstar. Echostone supports divorced dad rock. That's the
That's
genre.
it, man. And
Um,
we're for the moms too,
this is
divorced
true.
mom rock.
So you have 13 music videos at this point. Would that be fair to
Yes.
say?
I think 13, and if you count one of our songs that we did acoustically, Phase Reimagined, that would make 14. So
Wow. So what
yeah.
do you think is the best video you've done so far?
I don't know, man. Like again, another one of those things, just depending on the song. One of the ones I had the most fun with was When I Was Young. So that song is basically about like we're always living our lives like rushing from one thing to the next, not
Oh yeah.
being appreciative of the things that we've already accomplished. And for us at the time, we just came off stage, off tour actually with Stapp, and we were going to do a music video, and you're like, this song's really cool because this is actually what we wanted to be doing when we were young. So when we went to shoot the music video, we went back to my old high school that I graduated in 2003. I haven't been in there in like 20 years, and it was like a time capsule, man. It was like 100-year-old school. Everything was the exact same, and we just we used some different actors to as students and stuff like that. And it was just really cool to see that all come together because it kind of had that timeless vibe to it.
Is anybody from your graduating class now a fan of the band? Do you see them at shows and you don't even know they're
Uh,
going to show up?
Absolutely. That's the fun part, right? It's like people used to use Facebook for these things, and apparently I use a band to do that. I don't know.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Are you ever going to consider going back to your old school and playing a show for the kids? That would be a nice thing to do.
I would love to. You know, where I'm from, Fayetteville, North Carolina, I actually went to elementary school with J. Cole. So it's like, I've got to do something to top him, right? You
What
know
did
what I
he
mean?
do? Did he go back and do that already?
Yeah, so he comes back and he does things for the community, and I want to say he went back to the high school and performed and does a lot of cool stuff. So I'd love to be able to get into the network where I could go back and perform, or maybe kids from this era can now see that music there and like, wait a second, they filmed that here. You know what I mean? And it just be kind of like a cool little time capsule for them to look back on.
The video coming up this weekend, are you doing an open call for fans or is this a private set?
It's more of a private set, so we're renting out a film studio, and we have a model coming in. Her name's Jen, and she's going to be doing the storyline parts for us. And it's just I don't want to release too many details about it for a lot of the guys that follow us, but it's going to be really different from anything we've done before.
Have they heard the song before that the video is
No,
making?
nope.
Oh, wow.
So
So,
they'll get the video and the song all released on the same day.
wow. And how long does it usually take the turnaround after you film?
Probably about a month.
How are you hands on? Like, do they send you like all the rough drafts and you get to tell them what
Oh
lines
yeah,
you don't
yeah.
like?
So we use the same guy for all of our videos. He's Jason King, and he's really great to work with. We give him the concept, we find the location, and we just shoot a bunch of shots till we like try to find the magic, and then we work with him, you know, weekly, trying to make sure that the storyline fits to the song and tells the narrative of the story like it's supposed to. And for some reason, it just always works out. So we got a little vibe that we're doing. So it really is super stress free. You know, we used to worry about like, oh, we got to find this, we got to find that, but we're kind of getting the swing of it now.
I think that's awesome, man. So do you have no physical media since you just keep putting out singles? Is there no vinyl they can get or anything yet?
So we haven't done any vinyl pressings. We did a limited run of CDs, and those went pretty quick. So we're thinking about doing another physical run because we were always told you can't sign a stream.
It's true.
So this is something I like to think like, are people more into vinyls or are they more into CDs? I don't know. Which one's going to sell the best? What do you
And now
think?
my next question is, what's the weirdest thing that you've had to sign because you don't have any CDs or vinyl to sign?
Hmm. I don't think we've signed anything weird. You know, it's all been pretty straightforward. We've signed some guitars, we've signed some boobs. You know, it's no big deal.
Somebody brings an entire guitar into a venue to get signed by you?
Absolutely. We had a guy come in from up north. He brought his two daughters down. His name's Coop Dog. He actually went and got an Echostone tattoo. He brought his daughters down. She brought her I think it was a Fender Stratocaster. Whole band got to sign it for her. We took pictures with her. It was a really cool moment.
Do you have an Echostone tattoo yourself?
No, but I need to get one.
What about anybody else in the band? Do they have any?
No.
Wow, so this is like, does this person get in for free now every show the rest of their life?
Absolutely. Guest list on every show.
Wow. Did they let you know ahead of time this is what I was doing, or they just rolled up and said,
No.
check it out?
He just shot me a photo on DM and was like, "Look what I just did," and I was like, "Holy shit, that's real."
And you saw it in
You
real
know.
life, so you know it's not AI.
Yeah. No. It's now we got a lot to live up to. Now we can't release a bad song.
By the way, everybody said vinyl is, except for one person, everyone said vinyl. So that's
Vinyl's
the
the way to
winner.
go. Yeah.
What do you collect at this point for yourself, or are you just a streaming guy when you listen to things that you like? New music,
Man,
of course.
I'll be honest with you. I don't really collect music. If I go to a show and they offer a signed item, I'll get a vinyl just because it looks better on the wall. But I really don't listen to music like that anymore.
Huh. What do you
Yeah.
have signed on the wall? Now I'm curious.
Just autographs, like 8x10 promo photos of the bands that like I grew up listening to. Foo Fighters, Stained, Papa Roach, Silverchair, Creed, all those guys. I would go on eBay and I would find like the black and white like Republic or like whatever their press photo was, and it would sign it. And I put it in my music room as like my inspiration, as like when I was writing. These are the guys, you know. So what would this guy do? What would this guy do? And it would help me like with songwriting, kind of like figure out where I'm going to go with the direction of the song.
I love that.
Yeah.
So this will be video and track 14 coming out. Do you have 14 through 50 written already? More songs?
I'd say we have 14 through 20 written. You
Pretty
know,
good.
yeah, it's always like we'll write a song and we'll get really, really excited about it. We'll do everything we can to get it out, and we'll go through the production, the video, the media release, and then when it's finally done, there's no breath of fresh air. It's like, oh, 3 months, we got to get to going again. So it's like it's a never-ending grind, man.
Now, you did mention, one of your goals is to share the stage with your favorite bands. Would you ever want to do like a collaboration on a song? Have like a
Absolutely,
special guest on one of yours?
absolutely.
Who would be like the top three, your wish list, if they're watching?
Uh, I would say for me personally,
Yes.
Scott Stapp would be one. Um, Mark Tremonti would be the other, and third would be Carl Bell of Fuel.
Okay.
Um, Great songwriter. He's wrote so many hits, and a lot of my playing is highly influenced by his. If you were to ask Wes, his hands down would be Sean Morgan of Seether. So,
Okay. I feel like
yeah.
these aren't like the hardest to get. The more you can put
No,
shows around them, yeah.
I would hope not. I mean, you never know, right? We're always like, I wonder what's next, and it's like, if you would have told us like 2 years ago that we would be sharing the stage or touring with Scott, we were like, yeah, right. But I mean, it happened, so I guess anything's possible.
When
You
you
know,
when you talk to him face to face, do you call him Scott or do you call him Stapp like you said before? Or how do you refer to him?
man, I don't even remember what I called him. I was just like listening, or we just talked to him. It was never like an addressing moment. You know what I mean? It's just like, hey, you try to be
Yeah.
cool in front of him, but the whole time you're like, shit, that's Scott Stapp.
Do you
You know?
think you were cool at the end of the day? I think so.
Yeah, I tried. I tried.
You ever have an embarrassing moment meeting one of your favorite musicians? Maybe when you were younger.
Not yet. Not yet.
There's still time.
Yeah, still time. There's plenty of time.
All right, I've been ignoring everybody, which is the opposite of what I said I was not going to do. So now I want to talk to everybody. So give us some questions. Let us know your commentary, how you discovered Echostone, and let's do these for a couple minutes. I keep moving because I've never done this so late, and the sun's directly in my face. So I'm trying to
Right.
find, in case you were wondering what I'm doing right now, I'm not like hyped up on energy drinks.
No, you're good. That's me.
Yeah, you're on the ghost drink right now. I'm just drinking ice.
Like,
Yeah,
yeah.
like nope, I can't go there. No, I can turn. I can actually turn the whole tripod. I don't want to do that. This is live, like I said. Who cares? Right? I'll put it right in
That's it.
front.
Movie
There,
magic.
there we go. Look at that. No one cares about
Boom.
the drop. There you go. All right. When shopping at Buc-ee's, what do you get? Fantastic question.
Oh man. A lot of times when I go to Bucky's, it's just a pee.
How do you go into Buc-ee's and you must really just not look at anything then, dude.
You know what? I'm not gonna lie. When I go to Bucky's, I go to pee and I get an energy drink, and then I keep it rolling.
You get a Ghost energy drink.
Dude, it's bad. I have a caffeine addiction. I probably get 600 milligrams a day.
I know you have endorsements. Is Ghost Energy one of the sponsors or not yet?
They won't answer my damn DMs. You believe this?
Um,
You know?
let's see. Lori says, when are y'all coming to the West Coast?
Not soon enough. Right now, we're just kind of looking. We're at a spot right now where we're looking for management or some representation that can help facilitate getting us into bigger markets.
Yeah.
And us being all from the Carolinas, it's kind of hard to get all the way to the West Coast just for one show. So if we had a means of like working our way there, we're all in. Um, we've talked to a few venues over there, but we've never actually locked anything in because a lot of times when you're building tour packages, you got to work with bands and management and stuff like that. It's so hard when you don't have a team behind you. Like we literally do everything ourselves.
Wow, that's tough. And you're
Yeah,
getting like so many email responses from all these people, and you probably have to look up where they're from and what venue. I get it.
absolutely, absolutely.
What about when you were traveling? Who's driving the van?
We actually all drove separately.
That's kind of interesting. Every time you've played a show, you've never driven together.
No, it's so we're all spread out. So like me and Bill, the drummer, we're from North Carolina, and
Okay.
Sean and Wes are from South Carolina. And so like when we did our little 1 week tour, our first show was in Florida. Everybody drove separately down to Florida. I think Sean actually drove back in the middle of the night for work the next day. We had a day off, and then the next show was in Charleston. We all drove separately. I can say that the next show after that, we played in Chattanooga. I had stayed at Wes's house, and we just kind of convoyed it up to
Yeah.
Chattanooga. But like we've never actually had the opportunity to all hop in a van and say, "Let's roll, guys." You know, that hasn't happened yet.
That's shocking to me, but okay.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
at
I'm
least
telling
you
you,
have,
dude, we're doing everything backwards.
I mean, you're just
Everything.
wasting a lot of money on gas, but besides that, who cares,
Yeah, that's basically what it is, man. When they say pay to play, they mean it.
right? So I did look at your site. I think the only shows I saw coming up right now are in the Carolinas, unless there's ones you haven't posted yet.
Nothing's booked right now. We haven't played since April. We've been focused on getting new material out. Right now, we're kind of focusing on 2026 and getting all that stuff locked in and having longer set new material for people, so it's not the same set they've been seeing for the last 2 years.
You only have
Uh,
13 songs to play.
I know, but a lot of these sets, like if you're opening for a national, they'll only give you like 25, 30 minutes. So you
Yeah.
got to pick like maybe five or six of your top songs that you like, or every time you release a new song, it's a new favorite, right? So you got to
Yeah.
kind of weed them all out.
So have you ever played a headlining show where you've done all 13 tracks or not yet?
Yeah. So our last show that we just played at the end of April, we headlined what they call the Dogwood Festival in Fayetteville, North Carolina, and we played we played all of them except for maybe two, and we threw covers in for those.
Okay. Okay. There you go. What covers did you do, man? Let's hear it.
We did Fuels Shimmer. And then we also did Wes did an a cappella version, just him and a guitar of Simple Man by Shinedown.
That's cool. Also, wow.
Yeah.
Do you get feedback on these? Like, have you put these out on the internet so the artists may hear them and let you know what they think, or is it
Yes.
just live?
Yeah, we've
Good.
we've been tagged in videos and we've been able to share them with the bands and getting their response. They're like, that's cool, great job. So I mean, it's always cool to get a response from the artist that actually wrote the song. They're like, you didn't butcher it.
Have you seen any Echostone covers yet online?
Um, yes, I have actually. That's the weird thing. It's always so strange. I've not like full covers, but we've had a few singers. One notably out of Australia. He did one of our songs. I've got a few guys that do guitar that have covered a few of our songs, like out of Ukraine, um, India, Brazil, a few American stuff, but it's kind of wild to see that. It's so wild to see like music that you like created in your living room now like worldwide, somewhere you've never been.
I guess I kind of feel the same way. I've been doing interviews from my houses and apartments all this time, and it's cool to see it living on the internet and people reposting it. So, kind of the same
Dude,
idea.
it blew my mind when you sent me the interview with Katy Perry. I'm like, bro, like that was right before she popped off, like big
Yeah,
time.
I did a bunch of those. That's why I wanted to have you on because you might be the next to pop off. I want to say
You know
hey.
what? You might be jinxing me to be the next big thing.
No, no, no. I think I'm on your team. I think I'm
Oh,
gonna
that's all right.
I think
That's
I'm
all right.
gonna manifest this and it's gonna happen.
I love it. Let's make it happen.
Um, Chelsea said she found you because of something to do with One Tree Hill, the show. That's what she said.
Yep, yep. That's One Tree Hill was filmed down in Wilmington, North Carolina, and that's actually there's a place that they used in the TV show called Trick, which is
Okay.
the building that they use for a lot of the live music in the TV show. And we had reached out to them, and we used their venue as our place for our first music video. And after that, we were able to come back and play acoustic shows with like Gavin DeGraw and a few of the other people that actually, were on the TV show. So that's been a really cool market to get into because I grew up, watching the TV show. So to see the stars and meet him, perform in front of him and stuff like that, it was kind of full circle.
I was more of a Dawson's Creek fan myself growing up.
Me too, James Vanderbeek all the way, right?
But I did have Tyler Hilton on my show probably in between 2010 and 2012 back in Los Angeles. So I know a
He's
little bit
such
about
a
One Tree
cool
Hill.
dude. He's
Yeah.
such a cool dude. We played a rooftop show with him last October, and he's such a vibe, man. You know what I mean? Like we're all like rocking out and everything, and he just comes out there with an acoustic guitar and just commands attention. It's so crazy how he does it.
I like the diversity of your shows. Have you been put on a bill yet? Maybe for like a festival where you just didn't fit in, you think, because of the genre?
No, we've always been able to blend in very well. It didn't matter. Well, yeah, I take it back. Yes, we have, right? So we've been actually put on a festival before that was like a hardcore heavy show, and we headlined it. So every band prior to that was like death metal, right?
Yeah.
It was. I was like, what the hell are we doing here? And
Did
we
they
were able
did they,
to. We were
did they stay?
no, absolutely not.
Ah,
No, I think we went on and we probably played in front of 12 or 13 people.
Hey, maybe
It
there's
was,
still fans though. Who knows?
yeah, that was the thing. If we can play a show and if it's for a handful of people, if it resonates with one person or you sell a CD, you sell a t-shirt and they become a fan, that's a win in my book.
Heck yeah.
So, a little bit of humble pie every now and then, but it keeps it interesting.
Any final questions, guys, before we wrap it up? I want to see if anybody else has anything on their mind they're dying to know. You're planning 2026. You're filming a video this weekend for a new song they haven't heard. So we made sure they know all the information, but I just want to see if they have any questions. They said that you're stressing them out by moving the guitar back and forth behind you with your head.
I have no idea what you guys are talking about, though. You know
William
what I
said he
mean?
drove 6 hours to see you play.
What? Yeah, he did. He did. I think he came and saw us. Who were we playing with? We were playing with Track. And I could not believe he drove all the way down and did that. That was so freaking cool of him. And he's a great guy. And he's actually sent me beard products. So Mr. Reacher's the shit.
Ben Whitkins from Beloit, Wisconsin says, great interview. Is that PRS safe?
This is actually always safe. That's why it's behind me. But yeah, this is actually one of my main guitars. Um, I had Mark Tremonti and Scott Stapp sign it.
Oh,
So
look at
it's
that.
like, yeah. So trust me, it's safe. This is just where I come every evening to like jam out. So when I get off here with you, I'll just be noodling around.
Oh, yeah. So before I let you go, I just want to let the people know I am doing this every week now. Back in action. I took a little bit off, but now I've been doing it for maybe 5, 6 weeks. Wednesday, I'll be back with a band called Nerve, Nerv. Really cool guys. So follow me on Instagram if you want to, because I'm going to keep doing this week by week. I do pop punk on the show, rock, hard rock, pop rock and roll. You never know who's going to be on next. And that's what I love about it. And it could be somebody like you up and coming, or it could be somebody that they've already heard of, like Less Than Jake, or even Katy Perry or somebody. Who knows, right?
I love it, man. It's so chill. It's a relaxed vibe. It's not you're not like reading off anything. You're just kind of going with the flow.
Yeah, my favorite thing is, so I did it in my apartment in California for like 17 years, a little small apartment I had. And no matter who came over, whether it was like someone that was already famous, like The Used, or Julia Lewis, or Fall
Wait a
Out Boy.
second. You interviewed the used?
Oh yeah, I'll send you that link. So no
Dude,
matter who came over, they got a cup of water like this, nothing fancy. They had to use the same bathroom that everyone else used, right in my little bedroom. There was no
right?
royal treatment, and I think everybody liked that, and it brought a sense of
Oh
normalcy.
man. That's
And
so cool.
I had Chris Shiflett over, one of your probably favorites from Foo Fighters. He came over too.
Get out of here.
And he didn't even know where
Dude.
he was going. He came over to promote Jackson United, his side band, and he had no clue he was going to an apartment until he showed up.
I'm telling you, man, I hope you jinx me.
No, you're gonna make it big, dude. After this, like they're gonna call you. What's his name? Rob Dyrdek's gonna call you after this and say, "Come on, ridiculousness, so you can be on MTV."
Maybe if I put a wig on, I can be the new Chanel.
She's gone, so they do need a new Chanel. You're right.
Oh shit! I just got to work on my laugh then.
There you go. Let's hear it
Yeah.
before we go.
What's
I
up?
like that laugh, dude. That's good. Hey, so I'm out. I'm about to go see the Hives, one of the best live bands I've ever seen.
Right
I'm
on.
excited about that. I want you to have a good night. Anything you want to tell the fans before we go?
We'll see you guys in October. Thanks for checking it out.
I love it. I'll send you the used interview right now, man. Thanks for
All right.
watching, everybody. See you
Later.
soon. Bye, dude. Good luck.
Later, man.